welcome to Hangin with Heid. I'm Heidi Jo Lopez, and I hope you're excited to hear what I'm going to share today. So, if you just watched my last post, you'll know that I look exactly the same because I'm recording them back to back. So, here you go. I told you in the last post, if you watched it, that I would share with you the time that God brought me back to life. And I was 15 years old. If you watched my last post, you know that I've had death allergies to food since, I've been allergic to food since birth. And anyway, eggs is the top. And up until I was 15, I would get violently ill. I didn't go out to eat a lot. We didn't have really any money, so it's not like we went out to eat. And so I stayed relatively safe within all of that. My allergies had gotten exceedingly worse, but up until that moment, my heart had never stopped, and my throat had never completely closed. So I had been extremely sick. I had had bronchitis, strep throat, really bad ear infection, and pneumonia and the stomach flu all at the same time. And that itself was a miracle that I survived it. And actually through prayer and stuff, God had showed me that Satan had been was trying to kill me. And so he didn't succeed in that time. God had saved my life through that period of time. And I was finally starting to feel slightly better. I had missed over a month of school and my freshman year. And anyway, my mom sent my sisters and myself to what is known as our closest city, where you can go to a mall, to do some Christmas shopping. And we had a list, and this was common, bless her heart. She was always working very hard. And so, Lori and I'd shop for Sherry and Lori shop for me, Sherry and I would shop for Lori, blah, blah, blah. And then we'd all shop for Mom. So we had a little bit of money, and that was what we were doing. And my sisters were both in college at the time, and they'd come home. And my sister Lori was on this specific type of health thing, so she would drink Carnation Instant Breakfast. And I'm not speaking against Carnation Instant Breakfast, so just so you know, or plugging them. But she was like, "You didn't eat anything." Well, my body was so worn out from being so completely saturated with sickness that it didn't take well to a lot of foods. And so she's like, "Well, here, you need to drink this Carnation Instant Breakfast." Now we didn't think to read the ingredients. Why? I don't know. So anyway, she makes it. We get in the car, and I take one sip of it, and instantly I know there's egg in it. And I go, "Oh my gosh, there's egg in this." And they're like, "Oh, what are we going to do?" Okay, up to that point, I would throw up, be incredibly humongous pain in my stomach, and be down for the count for, a week or two, just not feeling good at all. So I've been living this way since birth. So I was kind of like, you know what? I'm going to feel like crap no matter what. So I went inside, grabbed some saltines. I ate a whole sleeve of saltines as we're heading out of our town, heading, an hour away to this city where we're going to shop. And as we're driving, I can feel, something's weird. Something is really not right. I'd never felt this way before. It was new. And at that time, there was this lot of like modular homes. And I told my sister, we had just entered the city, Wenatchee, and I told my sister, I said, I've got to throw up right now. And so she pulled into that lot. I jumped out of the car, ran around something, one of the homes, and I vomited like I've never thrown up before. And so I thought to myself, okay, great. I'm still going to feel like crap. My stomach's still going to hurt, but I should be better now. I should feel a little bit better. So I get back in the car, drink a little water. We head to the mall. So maybe between throwing up and the next wave was maybe 10, 15 minutes. So we park, we go into what was Payless Drug at the time. And it was kind of the first part that would start the mall. You could go into Payless and then you could walk into the mall, which none of that exists there anymore. The buildings are there, but it doesn't work that way. So anyway, my sister was picking up some things and everything, and I was really not well. Now I know my heart was about to stop. I'd never had this happen before. Now I've had my heart nearly stop multiple times since. So I know what it feels like. And it's very strange what happens to your body. I don't know. I could probably put words in. I took time, but that's not the point. So we're standing in the checkout, about to head into the mall. And I tell my sister, Sherry, I said, something's really wrong, Sherry. I don't feel right. And she goes, that's okay. Okay. You know, we'll get you over there. You probably need some food. And there was this little cafe that was, I don't know, maybe 40 to 50 feet from that, leaving the entrance to Payless into the mall. And so she's like, we'll get you something to eat. You probably, you know, maybe your blood sugar is low or something. And so she's checking out, and we're just walking away from where the checkout area was. And I said, Sherry, I don't feel right. I don't feel right. I go, I can't see, Sherry. I can't see. I can't hear. And I could still hear kind of, but I could literally feel my hearing disappearing. Almost like somebody was, you know, putting a soundproof bag around me. It was like you could feel it closing. And the last thing I heard was my sister Sherry say, just don't cry. She never liked anybody to make a scene. It was embarrassing. And she's not like that anymore. She's so funny. But she's probably, if she's watching this at all, she's like, oh my gosh. But anyway, that's all I remember. That was at the start of the store. Now, apparently, and I don't remember, I was gone. It was like I couldn't see, I couldn't hear, and I don't remember any of this from the point I heard her say, just don't cry, to when God woke me up from death. So between that 50 feet, I apparently threw up all over the place in the mall. And then they got me over into the little coffee shop, and then apparently I completely collapsed. I do not remember from just don't cry to the complete collapse at all. I don't remember any of it. I wasn't there. So I don't know how that happened. A huge crowd, because it's Christmas time, a huge crowd formed around, and I only know this, well, I saw it after God woke me up, but I only know this because my sisters told me. And a huge crowd formed, and I'm laying on the floor, dead. And my sister Sherry is crying and, you know, trying to shake me. And Lori, my other sister, she cries out, will somebody please help us? And everybody just stood there dumbfounded. They didn't know what to do. And Lori, bless her heart, she got up and she just reached into the crowd and she grabbed someone and pulled them in. And it was a gentleman, probably in his 40s, wearing, I'll never forget, purple UW sweats, and he had a young son with him, probably like 13, 14. And all he did was bend down and touch me, and I woke up. And he helped me, Sherry, and he helped me up. And then he told my sisters exactly what to give me. And they helped, you know, Lori and Sherry helped me to this booth and sat me down, and they turned around and the man and the boy were gone. And my sister Lori said to the crowd, she said, well, where's the man and the boy? And they said, what man and boy? We didn't see them at all. And she described him. They're like, yeah, he wasn't here. And he goes, all we know is she collapsed. You guys cried out for help. And then all of a sudden she woke up and you helped her up. That's what they saw. So again, I'm here to tell you that that's how great and mighty and awesome our God is. And so it doesn't matter what humans try to say to tell me that there is no God, or that God doesn't love us or doesn't care, or any of those things, because I am a personal testimony. I've personally experienced it. So you can't take that away from me. And so be encouraged. Be encouraged. The God who sent an angel to wake me up is the same God today, is the same God that is bringing a mighty awakening. He's the same God that has revival breaking out in California and Florida and in other places in the world, and probably other places I still haven't heard about. And he is the same God of healing. He's the same God of restoration. He's the same God that will save the nation of the United States of America, no matter the enemy's plan. And he doesn't want us to stand up and pray. He doesn't want us to stand with the standing prophets who are saying God is going to save this nation and he will not allow the enemy to have control. He wants us to believe the lie. Do not believe the lie. I'm not going to believe the lie that Satan has the right to take my life. He doesn't have the right to take my life. He doesn't have the right to take any of our lives. God has that. God is the one that controls time and space. God is the creator. He is my God, in whom I have put my trust. And I'm standing with you, Lord, no matter what. No matter if I'm last man standing, God, I believe you. I believe your promise, and I'm standing. Because you are the God who has saved me literally time and time and time and time and time again. And I trust you that no matter what, you will continue to save me. And if you love me so much to save me, how much more than an entire nation and a world of people? That's who you are. So be blessed today, people. Be blessed. And don't believe the dark lie. Don't believe that we're just waiting and holding on for Jesus to come and rapture the church, because it's not the time. We haven't had the mighty harvest. Do you really believe that God is gonna just forego the harvest because Satan looks like he won? He has looked like he's won before, right? Sunday's still a coming. You know, Sunday's still a coming. I kind of feel like it might be Saturday night, 11:58:59. Okay? Sunday's a coming. So hold on, keep standing, and put your belief out there. Start speaking your words of belief. Father God, I believe in you. Jesus, I know that you are the King that reigns on high. And I believe that every promise that you have said in your word and through the prophets who are standing is true. And I'm going to stand. And I'm going to stand because the same Jesus who saved me, healed me, delivered me, you all have stories. If you know Jesus at all, you all have stories of something mighty that he's done. Maybe it was protect you in a car accident. Maybe it was heal your mom from cancer. I don't know what your story is, but whatever they are, start recalling them. Start writing them down. Start speaking them out because they're truths. You're a living epistle of the great and glorious mighty King, Jesus Christ. Be blessed. I'll talk to you later.